Good afternoon, everyone. I believe that you have a good day, and just remember, God is with you. Everywhere you are, God is with you. Not because even you ask Him to do so, but because He promised that He will keep you and be with you everywhere and every time. Today I would like to share something which one day gave me some clear understanding of what I'm living for, what is purpose of my life. And I believe that one day it will give you that understanding. I hope that it will happen, because there is nothing worse in this world to live without knowing what is your purpose, living a purposeless life. I'll read today from a wonderful book, My Utmost for His Highest by Oswald Chambers. Wonderful message. It is called Do You See Your Calling? In Romans chapter 1 verse 1, Apostle Paul says, Paul, a servant of Christ Jesus, called to be an apostle and set apart or separated for the gospel of God. So Apostle Paul defines his destiny and his purpose as being separated for the gospel of God. Our calling is not primarily to be holy men and women, but to be proclaimers of the gospel of God. The one all-important thing is that the gospel of God should be recognized as the abiding reality. Reality is not human goodness or holiness or heaven or hell, it is redemption. The need to perceive this is the most vital need of the Christian worker today. As workers, we have to get used to the revelation that redemption is the only reality. Personal holiness is an effect of redemption, not the cause of it. If we place our faith in human goodness, we will go under when testing comes. We will go under when testing comes if we place our faith in human goodness, even if it's our own goodness. Well, that's probably the last thing I want, to place my faith in my own goodness. But some people want. And I'm surprised I'm used at that desire. Paul did not say that he separated himself, but when it pleased God who separated me. Similar words like that he writes in Galatians chapter 1:15. Paul was not overly interested in his own character, and as long as our eyes are focused on our own personal holiness, we will never even get close to the full reality of redemption. Christian workers fail because they place their desire to their own holiness above their desire to know God. Don't ask me to be confronted with the strong reality of redemption on behalf of the filth of human life surrounding me today. What I want is anything God can do for me to make me more desirable in my own eyes. To talk that way is a sign that the reality of the gospel of God has not begun to touch me. There is no reckless abandon to God in that. God cannot deliver me while my interest is merely in my own character. Paul was not conscious of himself. He was recklessly abandoned, totally surrendered and separated by God for one purpose, to proclaim the gospel of God. I wish that becomes your only reason to live, because if you unconsciously want God just to make you less ugly than you are, it's a failure. You will not get anywhere. Be devoted to the gospel, be devoted to Jesus and to His work and His will revealed in your life. And then everything will be okay. Then suddenly you will get a purpose in your life. That's what I wish for you today. Stay blessed.